Hi, and welcome to Fedmail. Thank you for joining us on this Friday afternoon. Hope you're in good health and in good spirits. I know that with news from around the world, it's difficult sometimes to not feel so down with the invasion of Ukraine, now over a month old and in progress, and the humanitarian crisis that has unfolded there. That's awful to see. And then yesterday, there was another terrorist attack in Israel. Over the past 2 weeks, they've seen a really serious uptick. It's disheartening, it's extremely upsetting, and our heart goes out to all those impacted by both of those situations. As far as Ukraine is concerned, I want to thank all of the community members, over 125, who have given to our Ukraine Emergency Crisis Fund. We've raised close to $45,000, which I think is fantastic. And Israel has recently really stepped up its efforts to support the Ukrainian people. And of course, they have to walk a sensitive line there, given that Russia is right on Israel's northern doorstep in Syria, and Israel needs to be able to operate freely to stop Iranian operatives from coming in there. And then also, Russia is a party to the negotiations of the new Iranian nuclear deal. So it is a sensitive situation for Israeli diplomats, but they've come out in the past few days very strongly against Russia's actions, particularly as it concerns the humanitarian crisis that they've created and the civilian deaths that are now quite evident. And of course, yesterday also the terror attack that took place in Tel Aviv took everyone shocked. It was a shocking situation happening right on Dizengoff, one of the popular streets lined with cafes, tourist area, popular among young people, certainly one of the premier locations in Tel Aviv, and to have a shooting attack there is shocking and horrific, and there were lives lost. So our heart goes out to those impacted there as well. There are a few events coming up. I want to make sure you're aware of them. There are flyers below in Fedmail and save the dates. The first is coming up on April 10th. So this weekend, there are two really important programs, interesting ones that should engage you. The first is about Iron Dome, and that's on the morning of the 10th. And then that evening, we'll have Thomas Friedman, the award-winning New York Times journalist, giving a presentation. And we're joining with the Jewish Federation of New Mexico. So that program's pretty late in the evening, but we hope you'll stay up for it. Very interesting to hear what Thomas Friedman has to say with everything going on. And then the Iron Dome program taking place that morning. Iron Dome, for those of you who may not be aware of it, is a system that operates to shoot down missiles coming in from Gaza or from southern Lebanon. If we're talking about Israel, it is able to track them and fires anti-missile technology, or fires anti-missile ballistics to make sure that those missiles don't end up landing in civilian areas and killing Israelis. So it's a really amazing, groundbreaking technology, changed the way Israel was able to protect itself from these missile attacks. And I'm interested to hear, I'm interested to learn more. So April 10th, two great programs, mark your calendar. Then coming up at the end of April, April 26th, is our community Yom HaShoah commemoration taking place at Congregation B'nai Shalom, and they have again, a very engaging and interesting program to talk about the reconstruction of the roof from one of the historic Polish wooden synagogues. And those of you who are familiar with it, you know that those are just remarkable pieces of architecture that existed in the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th century that were ultimately almost completely destroyed by the Nazi forces who went in and burnt them. But they were real pieces of art with the interiors richly decorated. And there will be two speakers on hand who oversaw a project to rebuild the roof of one of these historic Polish synagogues. And there will be a replica on hand, and they'll be speaking during the Yom HaShoah program. So that's April 26th, Congregation B'nai Shalom. And we will be sending out more information on that coming up. Now, for the as part of our Yom HaShoah programming, each year the B'nai B'rith organization offers funds for an art and essay contest. So there's prize money available to our students. This year's theme is the escape from Sobibor. So if you have young people in your family, certainly encourage them to participate in this art and essay contest. Over the last few years, we've upped the prize money. It's certainly worth it to put in an entry, and we look forward to seeing what our students are able to create. And that the deadline for that is coming up very soon, so make sure you get those in. There's a lot going on the rest of the spring, and of course we have Pesach coming up very soon. We have the Passover Seder in a Box food distribution. Passover food is able to be picked up. Make sure you check out the flyers for that. We'd love to have you participate in that, and we're happy to be able to work with our partners to make that a reality. With that, I once again want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom. I hope you have a good week ahead and a good Shabbos. We look forward to seeing you. Take care. Bye-bye.